I decided to just do the badass. We need a badass intro. We couldn't have a regular intro where we just get on here and bullshit.
We didn't want to do it like the guys do it. We're our own thing over here, okay? We doing it different. Anyways,
It's gonna
you
be
guys,
fun.
this is gonna be a good show, okay? Number one, it's just me and Soonie, and it's about damn time, okay? Because I don't know how many times Soonie and I are just sitting here like,
all right, wrap it up, guys.
Trying to get a word in edgewise, and now the guys aren't here, so it's us. This is the 99th. What is it? 99th and a half? 99th
Yeah,
episode?
99 and a half. Yeah.
99 and a half episode. Next week, we'll have all the other crew members here, all the other hosts here. But today, it's just me and Soonie. We've got a good show for you today.
Why we got to be 99 and a half, though? I don't like that half. What's going on with that?
Sometimes you need a half, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a half. So yeah, before we get started, guys, welcome to Truth Will Set You Free. As usual, we are here doing it big. We want you to go ahead and before we even start, we're going to hold this whole conversation hostage until everybody that is in the chat on YouTube, on Facebook, on Rumble, wherever you're watching us, go ahead and like this video, share it out. Make sure you keep the chat active because Soonie and I are going to be in the chat. Okay, we're going to be in the chat, so we want to see y'all talk. Because the more you type in that chat, no matter what it is, the more we can break this algorithm. So, yeah, make sure to keep us alive, afloat over here.
Do it. Shout out. Wait, in memory of Kevin Samuels, you know what he does? I'm not doing anything until I get my likes up to like. He's got thousands of people watching him, but he is so cocky with it. I'm not doing the show until you make my likes match the ratio of live people here. But I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to shout out Kevin Samuels.
Wait a minute. The ratio of black people?
No. The ratio of people watching it live. Like, the live viewers better be hitting the like button. He will stop an entire show and put it on hold until they get it right. It's pretty funny.
You see how many people are watching on Facebook and all the other platforms? Are you able to see it?
I can. Let me see.
Okay, what is it?
Facebook has got 33 people. Truth to Set You Free. YouTube is 22, and the Be the Change is 15.
Okay, so tell me why we only got 15 likes on this video. Tell me why. Tell me why. You know what? Let's just hold it hostage. Fine. If we get the likes up on this video, what do I get? What do I do? What do you want Mo to do if we get the likes up on this video? Let's see. Drop in the chat.
Stuff in the chat.
Don't be putting no weird. I'm not gonna flash my boobs. Don't be doing weird shit. Soonie's gonna sing for us if we get.
You're funny.
All the likes. Soonie can sing though. All the likes.
We did it.
We did it? No, we didn't.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
Wait a minute. Let me hear.
Oh no, we didn't. Never mind. I lied.
I was about to say.
He said, take a shot. Ew, show your tits. You guys are bad. You don't act like this when the guys are on here. What's happening?
I know. I feel totally like, what is it called? Demasculate. What is it called when they
violated?
Violated. I feel violated. Oh my God. Hurry up. Hurry up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up.
Only 2 more on YouTube. Well, ooh, we got it. Okay. We exceeded on YouTube, so we can move forward with this show.
Okay, so let's move forward. So before we move forward, you guys know what we got to do. We got to pay some bills. We got to represent our sponsor up in here. So I'm going to read the little spiel, and pardon me that I don't know it as well as Russo knows it. He just like says it off the cuff. I'm going to go over here to my little script and I'm going to read it for you guys. Okay. All right. Friends, we're in a world of serious danger. Hey, that ain't no joke. Okay. We are in a world of serious danger right now. Really inflation is causing food prices to skyrocket. That is code for Biden is causing food prices to skyrocket. The global chain supply continues to collapse, and the coming food shortages, I don't know what they mean by coming because they're here. We already, short food will be worse than anything we've lived through. I don't know about that. Okay. But it's going to be bad because y'all don't want to be caught with no snacks now. You guys don't want to be caught with no snacks. In times like these, What should you do? Soonie, what should you do? You should go to preparewithbtc.com and invest. Invest in a long-term emergency food storage from My Patriot Supply while you still can, while they're still allowing us to get on the internet and access these sites. Okay. My Patriot Supply is the largest preparedness company in America with millions of satisfied, not hungry customers. These people aren't going hungry because they got this food. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in storage, which is amazing. When you need it, you will have it, and you can avoid standing in line for the government to hand you a slice of bread,
oh my gosh,
a little bottle of milk. Okay, you can't even feed your baby. Okay, so act quickly, and you will save $150 on a 3-month emergency food kit. Okay, this kit's going to provide a variety. Yeah, it is nice. This kit's going to provide a variety of delicious food totaling over 2,000 calories a day, which is what the center, I think, of whatever recommends that you eat per day. I know some of y'all, and we're going to talk about some of y'all that are eating over 2,000 calories a day. We're going to talk about that, okay? But this will give you at least 2,000 calories a day. You won't go hungry when you have this emergency food, period. Okay, period. So go to preparewithbtc.com and save $150 on a 3-month food kit. Protect your family. Soonie, are you going to go and buy this shit, or?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the
fifth. I cannot say if I would or would not. I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I got you. Anyways, all right, guys, let's get started with the show. We're not going to mess around anymore with all this mumbo jumbo. First, I think we need to say a little condolences to these families that have now, I think the total's up to what, 21 people?
Yeah.
21 kids, right? Is it all kids, all 21 of them?
Well, when I last saw it, it was 18 kids and 3 adults.
Okay.
So
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't heard, there was a shooting in what's the city? Uvalde,
Texas.
Uvalde. Yep.
Uvalde. Okay.
Yep. In Uvalde, there was a shooting at an elementary school, y'all. In elementary school, there was a shooter that was evading the police. Apparently, he shot and killed his grandmother, and he was running from the police, abandoned his car on the side of the road, and ran into an elementary school. And for whatever reason, decided to start shooting. And now, you guys, there are going to be 18 families tonight not kissing their kids at bedtime.
Yeah, man.
That's so crazy. Sad. That is really, really crazy. But we're going to talk about that some more. But I wanted to start off the show with that because I think we just got to put stuff in perspective. Because everything we're about to talk about, I think it all leads back to what the root cause of some of these issues are. So I don't want to get into it right away, but we'll talk about it.
For sure.
What do you want to start off with, Soonie?
I think we should start off with the fat stuff. Everyone was mad at Russo. I'm going to make you more mad. Shout out to Russo. Russo tries so hard to tiptoe around people's feelings. And I don't feel like it's my obligation to do that. So in honor of Russo catching a ton of ridiculous heat for actually caring about people's livelihoods and maybe living to see, I don't know, over 80. Wait. Past 60, because when you're that big, your life is cut short. I think we should talk about that. We should talk about the Sports Illustrated cover that's got everyone in a freaking. I don't know why people are so upset. I mean, here's the photo.
Yeah,
what do you think about this?
Okay, so what's this lady's name? She's a model.
I don't even know her name.
You don't know her name?
I couldn't even tell you what her name is.
Because
is that her name?
To figure out.
Yummy New.
Okay, I don't know what she does. Now, you start this off, Soonie, because you have some pretty strong feelings about this, and then I'll follow up behind you.
So this is what I said. Sports Illustrated is marketed to men. It just is. They put attractive women up there that's going to sell a cover. And I think the consumers of the market, aka men, have every right to speak up and say, nah, bro. Like, first of all, this is not healthy. It's not attractive. I know Russo's everyone's beautiful. No, you're not. Okay. Looks are definitely subjective. What's attractive and what's not is subjective. And there are ugly people in the world. We just need to grasp that. Now, she's not an ugly looking woman, but she's definitely a bit round. And I can see some rolls chilling on the side here. I
She
don't
said
think
she's
there's
a bit
anything
rough.
wrong with saying it. I don't think there's anything wrong with someone saying they are not interested in celebrating fat people on the cover of magazines. Bottom line.
Is that it? I don't want to interrupt
That's
you.
it. Yeah.
So here's how I feel about it personally. I think number one, this girl as a person is a very, very pretty girl. As a person, I don't have a problem with her body. Now, for those of you that don't know, I myself used to be 400 pounds. So I do know, like, I do have some sensitivity to this issue. And I don't want this to come across as I don't have sensitivity to this issue. But here is my problem when it comes to these types of body types being on things like swimsuit magazines or fashion magazines, is when you are somebody in the public eye and you're going to be on a sports magazine where sports is about physical fitness and movement. I know from being a big girl that you don't have a body like that when you are, that, or when you're an active sports person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are some obviously athletes that are larger, but I don't know. Like I just say, okay, when it comes to this type of stuff, there has to be a different standard, right? To each
Mm-hmm.
their own. I think there are bodies that are larger than the average. I'm not talking about like Lizzo, okay? That's like disgusting, okay?
That's
I'm
obese.
sorry. Lizzo looks like Jabba the Hutt, y'all. Jabba the Hutt. Sorry. She looks like Jabba the Hutt. And you know what? Here's the other thing. As not only just a former bigger girl, okay, but as a Latina, let me tell you something. Latin men, Hispanic men, and black men, you can attest to this, okay? They love a little meat on the bones, right? But Hispanic men, they love when their women wear these like tight clothes with their rolls like hanging on for dear life, looking like a busted can of biscuits. Okay,
Ugh.
it's just disgusting. Why can't people dress for their body type?
Mo said it first. I didn't even say it.
Because listen, her body type doesn't belong in that bathing suit. And I can guarantee you they photoshopped the hell out of that
Yes, they
photo.
did.
Because if I go put on that bathing suit, ain't gonna put me on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Let me just break this down for you. Okay. When you have a body that big, your vagina is wider. Okay. My vagina, as my body stands today, would be spilling out of the side of that bathing suit. Okay? It would be spilling out the side. I'm just saying. There's no way. Listen. There's no way, y'all. Like that little hip area right there. No, bro. I could go on and on and on about this shit. I could go on.
What do you think they do? Did you think they like stuck some glue in there on the sides and like pushed the skin up so it wasn't flopping out?
Oh,
Or you think
no. They
that's
just
all Photoshop?
Oh yeah, that's all Photoshop. All Photoshop. 100%. 100%. And I know that because I've been at these shoots like where I see like what the model actually looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, of course they're gonna photo shoot. And as a model, okay, let me tell you, I model clothes myself. And I wear a size anywhere between a size 12 to 14, depending on like what it is, right? When they would put me in clothes for things, they would put me in a 16 or 18, and then they would pin it, okay, in the back. Now, this is what's upsetting about this is that girls are looking at like Fashion Nova, or they're looking at, magazines with clothes in there, and they're going, "Oh, she looks like my body type. Look how that
Mm,
looks on her." No, it's not gonna look
mm,
like that on you because you don't have clips in the back holding it close to your body. That's why when people get their
yeah.
shipments, they're upset.
I don't think it's a
Yeah,
big deal for people to be upset about promoting unhealthy health
yeah,
diets. At the end of the day, it's all about diet. It's not
yeah.
like you said, she's beautiful, right? She's very
Mhm,
pretty. But
mhm.
um it takes away from your very pretty when men have to look at look at the rest of that, man. They guys aren't stupid. Yeah, they're very visual, but they can tell when something is fake. Like,
No, they can't. No, they
you don't
can't.
think
Let
so?
me tell you. Let me tell you something, okay? My very dear friend, okay, who is not on the internet, he is sheltered like you would not believe. Bless his heart, okay? But I had to explain to him yesterday about how filters change, like how drastic a filter will make you look. So, like, I sent him a picture of me with no filter, and then me next to a picture of me with a filter, and he could not believe it. And he was like, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference if I didn't know about filters.
Dang. I don't know.
I want to hear from the guy. If there's guys in the chat and y'all see these women online with their filterized photos, put something in the chat and let us know what you think about filters. Like, do you feel duped when you meet a chick in person and she don't look all
False
airbrushed and
advertising.
blurry?
It's false advertisement. That's what I call it. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you think people are do you think people believe that they actually look the way they look in filters like in real life?
Some of them, yeah, because they put a ton of makeup on. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever used a filter to take a picture. Like,
Never?
no, no, I have
Wow.
never used a filter ever. And like on TikTok, they won't let you take the filter off when you're doing videos.
Mhm.
It's just automatically there. So outside of TikTok, and it just makes your skin look really smooth. If I take
Yeah.
a photo, I don't put on a filter. I'll probably like change the shading or the background color of the picture or make it black and white. But I ain't never
Uh-huh.
put on a damn filter. I don't get why women do it. I really don't.
I mean, I have put on a filter, but I also go and no filter. But I know girls that like will not show their face online, will not take a picture without a filter, without a face tune or an airbrush on the picture. Like they have to do something to the
Oh,
picture.
wow. No, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. But I think like going back to the cover, this is why. Because like even big girls, like they're disillusioned into thinking that if you're big, you're a size 14, a 16, which I'm
Hmm.
guessing that girl's probably a 14, 16, that they too can look like that. And they can't.
Right. I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
that women should stop being sensitive on this subject. And I think other women should stop lying to their friends and saying, "Oh, you look good." No, that don't look right. Probably shouldn't go out in that. Maybe you should change. And if you do want to wear something like that, then make healthy habits to make that possible. But you can't just throw something on, hop out in the public, and expect the public not to have criticism.
Right.
Like, that's weak. That's
Right.
stupid.
I agree. And that's why I say I think it's important for women to dress for their body type. Like you can be sexy and you can be beautiful, but dress for your body type. Wear clothes that fit you. Wear clothes that accentuate the really beautiful parts of your body, your curves,
Exactly.
whatever it is. I don't need to see your rolls. I don't need to see your vagina fat hanging out the side, your
Right.
dimples on your butt. You know what I mean? Save that for your listen. If you're so if your man likes that, if your man loves your body the way it is, and in the bedroom you want to put on, like a little string outfit that barely is holding on for dear life, and he likes that, then do it there. I just don't need to see it.
That's nasty.
You know what I mean?
Don't listen. This is my last thing I'm gonna say. Don't take Mo's advice, okay? Don't put your husband through that torture of having to look at that. Like, make sure he can look at something nice. Damn. Guys are visual. I couldn't imagine being a man. I'm going to be super duper honest. I could not imagine being a guy, getting married to someone, and I love the way they look, just for years later for you to let yourself go. I would be like,
Right.
ew, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Can we get this together? Because I still want to be attracted to you. And people shouldn't just unconditional love. Yes, very unconditional, but we are still human. I want to be
Yeah.
attracted to what I'm with. I'm sorry. You can't just
Mm.
walk around looking sloppy and just expect men to accept you how you are. That shit's weird. People need to tell that to women. Seriously. You can't just
I
let
agree.
yourself go. Nah.
I agree. And
Nah,
you know what?
buddy.
That's a whole nother topic we can get into, is these women that be out there catfishing. They look all good. And my friend is in the chat. Okay. He said, remember back in the day when you would meet a guy or girl in the club and then the lights came on and they look completely different. For real. For real. But see, you had alcohol still like clouding your judgment. Most of us did.
Beer goggles.
But yeah, but I agree. Like, when you meet a guy, ladies, and we're gonna address the guys in a second, but I'm just talking to the ladies because that's we're ladies, right?
Yeah.
When you meet a guy and you are who you are when you met him, in my personal opinion, you better work hard to stay that way. I'm not talking about not anti-aging or anything like that and doing both. I'm not talking
Mm-hmm.
about that. But don't get sloppy. Okay? Don't get sloppy and then wonder why man's out here in these streets looking at other chicks. Because men are visual.
Don't say that. It couldn't possibly understand that men are going to look at things that are more appealing than what they got at home. I think we're just realists and we understand. If I'm not giving him something to look at, the next person will, and I can't get mad if he were to look at it. You're human. You're gonna look.
And I'm not saying he's gonna go out and cheat, okay? But again, men are gonna look. They're gonna look. That's just what they do. They're gonna look.
Right.
You better look good. You better look good so your man's looking at you when he leaves and when he comes back. Okay.
Facts. Take pride in that. Jeez. Put into your relationships. I don't really understand how many women just don't care. I think I came to terms with it, in the conversations we have in private, and it's just like,
yeah,
I get happy to see my husband. I'll be like, all right, Mo, gotta go. Kyle's home. I don't know. I could go take a bath, go wash up, put on some perfume before he comes home from work. Make him a nice meal. I think it's pretty simple, but I guess not.
Meal.
So
have a meal, ladies. Don't
Rhonda said,
be like,
I'm already old and in excellent health. Couldn't be happier without a man running my life. Lady, stop lying to yourself.
Lord.
That's another show.
That's another Rhonda. Show. First of all, is that Rhonda? Is that Rhonda in the little circle?
Yeah. Come on.
Put Rhonda's comment back up there. Hold up. Put Rhonda's comment back up there. I'm not trying to shame you, Rhonda, but we gotta look at you closely. you got okay, you got it back up there. Okay. I'm already old and in excellent health. Couldn't be happier without a man running my life. You can do what you want. I'm not dependent on a man. Wow. Couldn't be happier. Who said a man's got to run your life? Who said you can't do what you want? Wow, Rhonda, I'm going to pray for you. Rhonda. You look a little butch though, Rhonda.
Ooh. Let me stop. I'm instigating. Rhonda, women are human. Okay, we are very emotional beings. We need other beings to make us feel whole. I know a lot of women have a hard time admitting that, but those of us who are happily married and have a healthy dynamic and know my husband doesn't run my life, I would be pretty miserable without him. I will say that. I need him. Period.
I just wonder, like, people like Rhonda, like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do? Like, you come home to an empty house. That kind of makes me sad.
I know.
Kind of makes me sad.
Because feminism has done this.
It is. It has. It has. And Rhonda, you know what? Men want to take care of women. They do want to be caretakers. They want to be protectors. It's not that they're out there trying to control. And if your experience has been that you've only been with controlling men, then you need to look deep within yourself and wonder why you're attracting that type of man. That's all I got to say to you, Rhonda.
Russo. I wish you would have tagged me. You know, Russo, we're still talking about the same topic of, I'm going to be honest. You got the heat you did because you are a man questioning a woman, period. You are a man entering into a woman's realm of her looks and what she feels confident about, and not really having too much confidence in another area. And because you told the truth, her husband, Captain Savaho, decided to come out and do a Will Smith. And you didn't tag me. Like, I'm the original OG, bro. I would have been like, first of all, let's look at your wife. Is she overweight? Yep. Can she spare to lose a couple pounds? Yes, she could. Is she healthy? No, because you probably couldn't run the same mileage as a person who weighs like me. I weigh 175. I can do way more, bend, break. I can do way more than a person who is the same height as me and has more weight on. Like,
hey,
shut up.
I want to say this disclaimer is skinny doesn't equal healthy. Fat doesn't necessarily equal unhealthy, because there was a time when I was like overweight that like my blood test and all this shit was coming out great, like flying colors, and all of a sudden one day I woke up and it was like downhill. So, you know, just because you're skinnier or whatever doesn't mean that you're going to do something, you know, physically better than somebody else. It's really about health. You know what I mean? It's about health. We're just talking about the visual aspect of that cover.
Right.
Talking about the visual aspect.
Come on, bro.
If they would have just shown her like from the neck up, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. Like, but what does that have to do with sports?
Nothing. It's just to make these motherfuckers feel good about themselves. I'll go pull out the scale, bro. I wear it in other areas of my body that I don't show, but I'm a curvy woman. It ain't going nowhere. The point is,
I've seen it.
I make sure that I'm not overeating and that I'm still active, because at any point in time, the weight can just like catch up on me if it wanted to. I'm athletic. Yeah. I have a high metabolism, but that, just like Mo said, I can wake up one day and be like, where did these 30 pounds come from?
Yeah.
Dang. So just be mindful.
I'm super curvy too. I'm super curvy. I have cellulite. I have rolls. But again, listen, I'm just keeping it real. But I'm not out here on Sports Illustrated cover, y'all. I'm not.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Listen, the other topic I could talk about all day. Let me just not even go there. Is some of the shit that they have. Wait, look, going back to Lizzo really quick. I was watching a video, and she has a shapewear brand, okay? And you want to know what the name of it is?
No, she doesn't.
It's called Yeti. Okay, listen, you know what size it goes up to? 6X. First of all, shapewear. Let's think about what shapewear is for. Shapewear is very tight material that you have to squeeze your body into so that it flattens out all the lumps and bumps on your body. If you are a 6X, man, first of all, I'd love to see you try to get into some shapewear, number one. And number two, ain't no helping you at 6X.
Ew, I didn't know that. Dude, I'm going to take that to IG.
Yeah, go to the Yeti website.
That's nasty. Lizzo's nasty altogether, bro. I'll name it fucking Yeti.
Yeti Shapewear, I think it's called. Shapewear by Lizzo.
Oh my God.
Is it?
Yeti.
Where's her website?
New body positive shape line wear. Shapewear line. It says unavailable. I guess they took her shit down because they knew it was not going to go well for her.
New body positive. Wait, Lizzo launches new body positive shapewear.
It's damn, nasty, dude.
And then
man.
See, and then you go to the
look
picture.
At this. So, look, see, I feel bad for men, bro. I really do. This is nasty, bruh. Like, and you can't even tell them they look nasty. That's the horrible part about it. You can't even say like, yo, this is not attractive. Well, you're shaming me. Well, you deserve to be shamed. Look at this nasty shit, bro. What is this? Why do you got your what? Who is gonna want this right here? Can y'all see my mouse? Ain't nobody gonna want that.
Okay, listen, the back of that thong, you ain't never gonna see that again. You see that second one from the left? When she takes that off, listen, that thong is struggling to stay in there. Now, the girl in the purple, the black girl in the purple, like that's all right. The girl on the far right, that's all right. Okay. Even Lizzo from the front, if it wasn't Lizzo, I'd be like, all right, that's cool. She's a big girl. She's wearing a bodysuit. But that white girl next to Lizzo.
And she got the nerve to have her fucking tongue out. Bitch, put it back in your mouth. Ew.
Why do girls do that with their tongue out? I don't understand.
Ew. That's nasty.
Oh my gosh.
I'm talking about this on Instagram. That's
none of those
nasty.
None of those girls are a 6X, by the way. They didn't put the 6X bitch up on there. None of them. That's like 3X max on that group right there. Dude, they didn't Photoshop. Russo.
I think they did.
They got dibble. You think they did a little bit?
That's a whole lot. Yeah, look. I'm not gonna pull that back up because I care about your eyes. The white girl. That's first of all, she got cankles, and she's got extra. She's got that extra flab of skin on the back of her thigh that goes over her knee. They you got me stuttering. They photoshopped the shit out of this. Look at her leg.
Hold on.
Why we don't see no cellulite?
Hey, don't cankle shame. I got cankles. I'm Hispanic. My shits are thick. Okay.
Then you got cankles.
Listen, I got cankles.
They photoshopped it. I can't. Ugh. All right. I'm done with this subject. Men, you have rights. You're allowed to say this is unattractive. Those magazines are geared towards you. You are the consumer. You speak up. Women speak up about stuff they don't like. So don't let a woman tell you what you can't talk about. I hope Emily's watching.
Listen,
Russo's at home.
My panties have a job to do. That's all I'm saying. Like I put my underwear on with a purpose and it has a job to do. It has to hold things in place. Okay. It has to hold things in place. It has to make my everything look good. Now, I do wear Spanx sometimes. Not necessarily Spanx because I don't like Spanx. They're too tight. I wear Shapewear sometimes if I'm wearing a dress. But I don't wear anything like on a regular basis like that. That's crazy. I'm a bodysuit type of girl. I'll just wear bodysuits. That's it.
That's cray. Would you guys ever want to speak to YouTuber Gothics? I'm sure you guys would have some interesting conversations. Yep. I know who she is. She is. She's not a conservative commentator, but she kind of falls under the lines of that. I like some of her stuff, but other things, I don't agree with. But she's not. I love her. She puts out good content. If you guys don't know who she is, just type in Gothics on YouTube. She's got some pretty cool content coming out.
Does that person have like the hookup? I don't understand. Why are they asking?
I don't know. Maybe if they do, you just got the confirmation. Sure, why not?
Nice.
I have no clue.
Nice. Okay, you ready to move on from this topic? What's next? Let's roll the dice. What's next?
Pro-life mom. I thought that video was hilarious.
Okay, let's play that. This one came out like 2 weeks ago.
I don't know when it came out, but it was funny.
Is candidly and openly calling for a nationwide ban on all abortions with no exceptions for rape or incest. And if I've got that wrong, I would invite Ms. Foster to correct me. Do I have it wrong, yes or no?
If we added rape and incest exceptions, would you vote for it?
Okay, I reclaim my time, of course.
He didn't even answer the question. He's like, forget it.
But there was
What?
another crazy chick, and I put it in our BTC chat.
The abortion advocate. Yeah. Her.
Yeah, are you gonna play that? No,
We
no,
can do
no.
both
It
of
was
those.
another chick. Oh, both of
I
us.
don't
Another one.
know.
Okay.
There's the abortion, the pro-life mom, and then there's the abortion advocate who said something really dumb about 2-year-olds. And we can play that too.
Okay. Yeah, let's play that, and then we're gonna talk about this shit. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before you do, where's Rhonda's comments? I didn't see Rhonda's
Rhonda.
comments.
Rhonda's still
Yeah,
commenting?
Russo said, Rhonda, look at Rhonda's comments on you.
Well,
Is it?
I'm not judgmental. I have eyes, and we
Oh,
judge on a daily by how someone looks. And if there are times where I have a ball cap on, t-shirt, and some jeans and sneakers, and people be like, "Oh, you're a tomboy." I'll be like, "Yeah." I'm not gonna say, "Well, fuck
Rhonda.
you for saying that." What?
Rhonda, I'm not trying to like be mean, but I'm looking at this picture of you and your thing. If this is you, and that looks like a dude from the side, like I would never look at that and be like, "That's a woman." I'm sorry. You may look completely different from the front and without the hat. It may just be like coincidental, but I don't know what to say. All right, on to the abortion advocate.
Abortion advocate, let's go.
Between the human being that is 2 years old, or 9 months old, or 1 week old, or an hour old, than one that is 8 inches further up the birth canal in the utero? What's the difference? Why is it okay in the latter case and not the former cases?
I trust people to determine what to do with their own bodies.
Wow.
Full stop.
Wow. Full stop, and ask the abortion advocate, Ms. Armbide, to answer my questions on this subject. Ma'am, you testified that you are, quote, unapologetic in seeking unrestricted abortion access. So I'm wondering, at what point is it not okay to abort a child? What age of gestation?
I trust all people to determine what they can and can't do with their bodies. Full stop.
Okay.
I also believe that human rights, including access to the medical care that they need within their communities, is something that should be afforded everyone.
Great. Okay, so you support late-term abortion?
I support all people and trust
That means
people.
late-term abortion. Do you support partial birth abortion? In other words, the child is half delivered, and then the woman says, "My right, I want to take that one out." You support that?
I trust people to make decisions about their body.
Wow. Okay. What about so abortion should be allowed then, by your definition, for any reason, for any purpose, at any stage, right?
I trust people to make decisions about their body, and then when relevant, I think that they need to consult their medical practitioners.
Okay.
And not
if it is,
Congress.
listen, let me just ask you this question. If it is not lawful and morally acceptable to take the life of a 10-year-old child, I assume you agree with that, right? That would be wrong, correct?
I believe that.
Okay.
That is
And
wrong.
a 2-year-old child, same thing. That would be murder. We would all agree that's wrong. Then what is the principal distinction between the human being that is 2 years old, or 9 months old, or 1 week old, or an hour old, than one that is 8 inches further up the birth canal in the utero? What's the difference? Why is it okay in the latter case and not the former cases?
I trust people to determine what to do with their own bodies.
Wow.
Look, you
I
guys
even,
know what
like-
I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm gonna say. This is why we need to repeal the 19th Amendment, because these women are in power. They have direct control over what you can and cannot do. And they are advocating for straight up murder. Like, why won't more people agree with me? I don't get it.
Straight up, like she didn't care if the baby was in the womb or out the womb. She was down. I support, what did she say? I support full stop. I support whatever rights, mother, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this lady's crazy. She was like a robot. She was like a robot. I was reading up on her. Okay. So this is who Amy Arimbe. Okay. It says she's worked in the reproductive rights and justice movement for the majority of her professional career. She studied philosophy at the University of Texas. Amy interned at NARAL Pro Choice Texas, worked as a healthcare educator for Planned Parenthood, surprise, surprise, after graduation. She went to law school, served as a legal intern at the Center for Productive Rights. I mean, this lady, she's been living this baby killing life from the start. From the start.
I like
the
comment.
Fact. Her mama should have
swallowed.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That was a good one.
Dang. Her daddy should have pulled out.
Something.
Something.
Skied on the stomach. Something down.
But it's scary. It's scary that people like her get invited on a public stage like that to make comments in front of people, and they see nothing wrong with that, and nobody's going to challenge them.
I will, but other people are afraid to. I will challenge her and say, hand in your resignation. You need to give everyone a 30 days notice and go check yourself into some sort of mental institution, because for anyone to, I've honestly have never understood how, especially women who have carried, I don't see how you don't see this as murder. Every woman is different. Every woman feels their babies at different stages. I have a small frame. I felt my kids very early on. 13, 12 weeks max. It's not like you can just feel little pops. They call it popcorn. You feel flutters. You can tell there's something in there and it's alive. So for people to still be advocating for this, there's something mentally wrong. Like, seriously, something is wrong.
Yep. The fact that they can even justify this in their head. I mean, here we are talking at the start of the show about 18 kids that died, in a school shooting, and people are just outraged over that. But they're not as outraged over a lady sitting up here saying, I'm okay with the mother deciding she wants to kill her child.
Yep.
How do you do that? Like,
whatever
how do
the
you
woman
live
feels,
with yourself?
It's her body.
Yeah.
So if she wants to do it, then she should be allowed to do it. And it's like, you're housing a minor. It's not your body. And that minor is there because of what you did with your body as an adult. So if it's my body, my choice, then you should also be making the choice to not actively sleep around with no protection. Take some birth control. Or if you're just going to be doing that all willy-nilly, go get a Plan B pill and hope that it works. And if it doesn't work, you literally did all you could. Now deal with the consequences of you being promiscuous. Like, it's pretty simple for me. I don't think it's that hard to control your reproductive organs, and to not sleeping with any and everything.
Yeah. My thing is, if you feel this way, like so blatantly about killing a child, and you can just do it so easily, I'm not so sure you should ever get to be a mother. I think you should probably get sterilized for life so that there is no potential for you to ever create life. Like, honestly, I don't think people like that should have the ability to reproduce, to tell you the truth.
I agree with you. That would be an authoritarian society, though. I feel like people should have to take aptitude tests for everything. You need to be categorized. It is crazy what's going on in this world.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep advocating for repealing the 19th because I'm sorry, but it matters. And time and time again, we see women in these positions, majority not doing what they are supposed to be doing, and they are interjecting their own opinions, philosophies into politics. Philosophy should stay a quote unless you can find some logical way to implement it. But there's no your truth, my truth, their truth. There's the truth, and there are two sides to a story. But in the middle is the truth. Period.
Yep.
It's murder.
Period. Flat out. Drop a 1 in the chat if you disagree with us on that one. Drop a 2 if you agree. I want to know. Rhonda's probably one of those people that's going to drop a 2. I guarantee you, okay? Rhonda's going to drop a 2. I already know. If she's still
something
here,
like
Rhonda's
things like
still
this
here.
are very black and white for me. I don't see a gray
look.
area.
Wait, we're getting twos. You don't agree
Y'all
with what
all
me and Soonie are
disagree?
saying?
Damn.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
We got a bunch of murderers up in this chat.
Jeez. Y'all are
Nikki?
baby killers. Caleb, you are not a baby killer. What?
Y'all misunderstood. Drop a 1 if you agree with me and Soonie, and drop a 2 if you for the killing of babies. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Fix your answers. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. Obviously, you
If
guys
we
are
could
paying
do an
attention.
instant replay, we need to get a producer for the show so we can do instant replays.
Yep.
Especially for the debates. Hey, let's instant replay that right now. Okay, they fixed it. It's a bunch of 1s.
It's a bunch of 1s. You said to agree. Don't tell me, Caleb. Don't tell me what I said. Respect. Isn't Caleb the one that's always on your lives? Respect your elders, Caleb. I'm just joking.
Dang.
Man, everybody.
Rhonda.
What did Rhonda say?
Take
Fuck
2
you,
breaths.
life.
Say
Okay.
woosah.
Rhonda.
Woosah.
Rhonda, who hurt you,
Who hurt
Rhonda?
you?
All right.
You know, we're totally friends. We said the same thing.
All right.
Who hurt
Rhonda
you, bro?
is the new Nancy. She's the new Nancy.
Oh gosh. Wait, Mo, you
Man.
had a pretty interesting story. Since
What's
we're
that?
gonna actually, let's talk about monkeypox.
Monkeypox. And I said this on my thing. The K is silent. It's moneypox.
How many
What about
outbreaks have spread? Do you know? I've been keeping track of it every now and then, but I think it was like 80 in the UK, right?
Let me see. Monkeypox. What do I say? Monkeypox statistics.
Or just outbreak.
Oh, outbreak.
I'm about to pull this up. Maybe this will stop people from having nasty sex or, busting it open for any and everyone.
Yeah, because I heard that that's how it's transmitted. Like, it's not the only way it's transmitted, but I heard that that's how it started. 131 cases in 19 countries.
Oh, God. Okay. So they cannot
cases.
Because I know a lot of people were saying, because in the beginning they were saying it was airborne, and a lot of people were saying, well, they're going to use this to lock people down again and put masks back on people. And I'm like, they may use it after all. But the WHO, because the WHO is the head honcho now in the health department in all countries. Just in case you guys didn't know, they've been voting on these additional amendments that they were talking about, but according to the WHO, it is primarily spread through sex. So are we going, you know what's funny is I would love to see how the government is going to handle this, right? Are they going to start to advocate for abstinence now? Because when we do it, we're being authoritarian. Now, this is a national health risk, right? It's spreading all over. So are you going to tell people to not have sex anymore?
And are you going to
wear
listen?
A condom?
And are you going to listen?
Well, all the women are going to say, I control my vagina. You can't tell me what to do with it. I mean, I just want to see how the government's going to react. Because you would literally be spreading our message of protect yourself or remain abstinent. And apparently that is just too much to ask for.
And then there's going to be all those COVID freaks that are like, well, I wore a mask while I was having sex, so I'm good. I kind of wonder if there were some people that did that.
Oh, gosh. This is crazy. Mandatory contraception. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and so how are they testing for the monkeypox?
I don't even know how they're testing for it. I don't even think they have said it. It would have to be by blood, right?
I don't know. Like, who knows? Because if you can get it with sex, then that means that it can transmit with bodily fluids.
Wait.
What's going on?
Belgium just introduced a mandatory 21-day quarantine for monkeypox patients. So you guys can't, they are banning you from having sex for 21 days. You have to, it's a mandatory quarantine.
Oh Lord.
I'm glad. Hey, let's
But
cheer
wait,
on this.
but what if you're quarantined with your partner?
I don't know. We would have to see how far into your life they're willing to violate.
To get
How far they're
involved.
willing to go into your life. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy. Ain't nobody listening to that. See, because remember, well, when AIDS came out, that didn't stop anybody. That didn't stop anybody from fucking around.
It didn't. While the virus
So
is not a sexually transmitted infection, which are generally spread through semen and vaginal fluid, the most recent surge in cases appear to have been spread amongst men who have had sex with other men.
Gay
Oh,
sex.
my Lord.
Oh, Sooney's got live. Sooney's got live tonight.
Wait. So the government, the WHO is now going to be speaking against homosexuality. Oh my gosh. Who knew that a virus would come along and actually help my argument? Oh, I like
this. Oh my Lord. Here she goes.
Booty bandits. Y'all better quit. Y'all better quit getting it in.
What's Rhonda saying? Everybody, I keep getting messages in our chat. Rhonda's saying some shit still.
Rhonda's a non-motherfucking factor. All right.
Where is she saying all this? I don't even see it.
Facebook.
Oh.
She's
Rhonda,
whatever, girl.
ain't nobody checking for you, girl. Ain't nobody checking for you.
Really not. But how do you think? I gave what I think is going to happen. How do you think monkeypox is going to play out?
What? Hold up. I'm a judgmental demon, she said.
And she's a butch. Next.
No, that is like a judgmental demon. Like, I just might get a shirt made. I don't know, man. Oh, Rhonda, you are really triggered, girl. You are really triggered.
Really are.
I wish we could bring her on video.
So do I. Rhonda, you can come on. Actually, no. Let me be nice on this show. Rhonda, yeah, I'm not going to pay attention to her comments anymore because they're extremely hateful, for no reason.
Rhonda, if you want to come on, drop your email to us in the thing, and we'll send you a link.
She said in totality.
But you got to be nice to me, the demon. Otherwise, the demon comes out. Anyways. Oh, I was like, damn, I thought the person that said in totality was Rhonda. I was like, damn, she changed her profile pic.
That would be scary. That would mean she's following me around. Ugh. You were telling me a story, and this ties back into the shooter, but you were telling me a story about the immigration restrictions that someone was telling you about.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys, real quick. If you know somebody that is a small business owner and they're having issues hiring people, get them on this live right now. Like, share this out with them, because this is some crazy tea that I got. Okay. So the other day, I'm literally like laying in bed getting ready to go to sleep, and I get this message on my Instagram from one of the people that follows me. Now, I'm not going to tell where she's from and what her name is, but she sends me this message and she says, hey, wait until I tell you what I just experienced. And she starts to go on about how her and her husband are business owners in a large city. Okay. They own a restaurant, and they've been having a hard time trying to find people to help out in the restaurant. And I think the position she's needing are like back kitchen type people, like people to wash dishes and servers and whatnot. So she says that this guy comes in to apply for a job. And I think she put him to work for like a day or two because, she kind of wanted to see how he did or whatever. And she was going to pay him for those 2 days. And then they were going to talk about future, hours that he could pick up. Well, those 2 days pass, and she goes, okay, let's talk about what hours you can work. And he tells her, well, I can't work between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And she goes, I don't understand why you can't work every day between the hours of 10 and 2 p.m. And he says, yeah, I can't do that. Otherwise, I'll lose my house. I'll lose where I live. So she was like, what are you talking about? Get this, y'all. Get this. This is the craziest shit I have heard. Okay. So this guy is from Haiti and he came across to the United States in the caravans. Okay. This is some stuff you're not going to hear on the news. Okay. He came across in the caravans to Mexico. They put him on a plane where he didn't know where he was going. They dropped him off in the state that I'm talking about, which I'm not going to say the state because I don't want to divulge this lady where she lives. And they gave them a cell phone. Now, if y'all remember, like a couple weeks back, maybe a month back, the White House was talking about how they were going to give these cell phones to people that they were bringing over the border into this country with trackers in them, right? The trackers were so that they could keep track of them for their immigration appointments and make sure that they show up. So he got one of these phones and he apparently got a place to live. But the rule is, in order to live there, he cannot be out of the house between the hours of 10 and 2 every day. Okay. Otherwise they will lose their and it sounds to me like there's multiple people living in this home. And this is just one home. Okay. So I started sitting there thinking, and I was like, 10 and 2, like what is the significance with 10 and 2? So I was talking to my dad about it. And if y'all know me and have listened to me, my dad is former CIA. He still contracts for the CIA. And I was running this by him. And he says to me, you know what they're doing? He said, they're bringing these people over. They're holding their feet to the fire. Basically, you don't get any freedoms. You do what we say. You do it when we say it. And when election time comes around, they're going to go to these houses where all these people reside with a stack of ballots for them to fill out. Okay. Now, the lady that was writing this to me, she said to me, I really feel like they're doing this to cripple small businesses. They're trying to take small businesses out of the equation. Okay. So that all that's left are these big corporations, and our, these little mom and pop, businesses are going to be no more. And what does that do? That cripples the middle class even more than the middle class is already being crippled.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Like that story, it like really just stuck with me. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how many more people are having the same experience? And maybe don't even know the extent. Like this guy told her a lot of stuff. Now he's supposed to go and pick up his money for working those 2 days tomorrow. Okay. I told her, ask him more questions. Ask him how many people are in this house. Are you getting money? Like, how are you living? How are you eating? Like who's supporting all these people? Where is all this coming from? That's obviously insane. We're probably paying for it. It's insane. And she said that she has tried to write her congressman. She has written the mayor. Obviously, in this state, this is a super liberal state. They're not doing anything about it. And they told her, oh, we're just trying to reunite people with their families. This guy doesn't know anybody in that state. Nobody.
I said it segued into the topic of the shooting because allegedly he got into a shooting match with Border Patrol. Now, this is what I got from news, of course. But how are these people getting over the border unless Border Control is letting them over because they're getting orders from somewhere high up? They're giving these people phones. And like you said, it's to cripple the middle class, but it really made me think of, is all this really a concerted effort? Or are we just dealing with isolated events that they are using to push forth ridiculous legislation, actively trying to cripple the country on purpose? Like all this can't just be happening and it be a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence.
I don't think so either. Because the more, and I don't think everything is political either, right? But they're definitely trying to cripple people whether it be mentally, like with the shutdowns, right? Like when everybody was stuck in their house, that mentally broke down a lot of people. Mentally,
Mhm.
it ruined a lot of people. Obviously, financially, it ruined a lot of people and a lot of businesses. But I don't believe that any of this is a coincidence. I think these are all separate things that are all working together for one common goal to completely destroy this country.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
What are they?
sooner any of you us know when orders come down, you follow them. I mean, yeah. Border Patrol special agents took the kill. Like they killed the shooter, or I don't understand that comment. Do you? Took the
What
kill? What do you
happened?
mean?
What comment? Oh,
It
Border
says Border
Patrol
Patrol
agents.
special agents took the kill.
Yeah, so he was shot by a Border Patrol agent. Now I know that there were some
Oh,
agents, police officers, that were also hurt or killed. I don't know if they were killed, but they were definitely shot at and
mm,
hurt. Now where this city is, my understanding, it's like something like 30 miles, 60 miles from San Antonio,
mhm.
close to the New Mexico border, something like that. Um, I'm confused as to why Border Patrol was involved.
That's why I said it's a segue. Like what was going on with Border Patrol,
Hmm.
and I asked that too. Barack, how far is it from the border? Because I know a lot of people say that everyone in this town literally speaks Spanish or
Hmm.
some other
It's
language
like,
that's not English.
I think it's like 76% Hispanic there.
It's an interesting story that we're probably going to hear. Um, I'm more interested in seeing how the media is going to play it and how we all deal with it because, this is our job.
Hmm.
I think it's amazing to offer condolences to the families, prayers to the children who died, but know 100% that they're going to use this to push forth gun control. The president even came out and said he called for common sense legislation and lamented that the 18-year-old was able to purchase a gun. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. So you can't punish an entire group for isolated events of people using their weapons to kill. This is all the more reason to implement and put more money into these school districts to train teachers on how to shoot. How many school shootings have we seen in the last 5 years? It's been quite a few shootings, right?
It has been, but I am one of those people that would used to say I think they needed to arm teachers
Yeah.
and teach them. But now, with as crazy as some of these teachers are acting, Sudi, I don't know if
Yeah.
I even want the teachers to have guns. Like, I honestly don't know.
I can
You
see
know what
that.
I mean? Think about this for a second. Like, think about some of the crazy shit that these teachers are doing. What if one day this teacher goes buck wild because she can't teach critical race theory or sexualize whatever LGBTQ bullshit and she takes her whole class hostage or something? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't.
I can definitely. That's logical. There are people who are absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then I
Now,
think
I'm
it
all
would
for.
go back into how we need to have resource officers at the school. Like everyone else has security. The president has security, important people that are necessary to society, quote unquote necessary. They have
Mhm.
security. So why can't we have privatized security at these schools if they choose to do that with the money that's allotted to them? I
Yeah.
think we should do that. I think we should go back to that. I know I used to really be against like metal detectors being at schools, but you have to do something to put a curb in this. Like
Mhm.
something besides
Mhm.
punishing legal gun owners who aren't going around killing people. Like there has to be something else you can do.
Yeah. I mean, I really like I wonder why can't schools, especially like some of these larger schools in larger cities,
Mm-hmm.
have almost like their own police departments, right? Like a school's kind of like a little city when you think about it. Like our kids are
Mm-hmm.
there 8 hours a day. I mean, our kids are super important to us. They're learning how to be functional adults. And even at an elementary school, like maybe when you become a cop, maybe you need to start there at a school.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the rookie move, right? Like you go to the police station that resides at the school and you that's where you work, right? And you learn how to deal with children. Because if you can't deal with children, you probably can't deal with criminals on the street. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean? I mean, I don't know.
Posted this right before you went live. 40 billion redirected from Ukraine would equal 450
Wow.
per elementary school for security for a year, and 88K elementary schools in the
That's
US.
crazy.
I think that is very much so feasible and fair. We
That's
keep
crazy.
giving
Yeah.
money. It's crazy, man. Pittsburgh schools have their own police department. I
See,
mean, I
that
went to
makes
school
sense
up
in
north
Pittsburgh.
for I think like a year or two. Um, every region is different, but I will say, at a very young age, we had a girl. I was in like the third grade, and I remember this girl. Her name was Tyra. She brought a weapon to school. Like
Mm.
we're in third grade, bro. Brought a gun to school because some, of course, this instance was really her being bullied, and she just got fed up. But they didn't even really do anything. They locked our classes down. She got suspended, and life went on. Nothing was really done. The school went back to normal. There was no like active checks of what we are bringing in our book bags. It was crazy. It was all in the news. You guys should look the story up.
See, that should get CPS called to your house. Like that's a problem to me.
She lived with her grandparents.
Still, the fact that she could just take a gun, like, dude, my mom used to go through my backpack every day. Every morning she would go look at my backpack, make sure I had everything in there, make sure
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy to me. Start looking at your kids' backpacks for crying out loud.
Mm.
It, anyways, but you know what? Okay, so I sent this stat to you, and this blew my mind because the biggest discussion that's going to come out of this is the gun, the laws around guns and all this other stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw this stat, and it said since the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary in December 2012, 45 states have enacted more than 350 gun safety laws. Where has that gotten us? So the discussion has always been for me is it doesn't matter what laws you put around guns, what laws you put around drugs, crime, anything, child support. When somebody doesn't want to do right by somebody else or somebody has evil intent, they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do it. They don't give a damn about the law. They don't care.
Yeah,
They
you can't
don't
legislate
care.
morality.
You cannot.
Can't
But
legislate morality.
the bigger question is this stuff is rising. School shootings are rising, mass shootings are rising, crime is rising, no matter what community you put it in, right? Molestations, whatever. Okay, let's remove the color, remove all that stuff, and let's really talk about what is causing this. What is the root cause? And my friend Soonie sent you a question. Sent you a question. I
Yeah.
hope he's listening. I hope he's listening. Let me send him a thing and say, Soonie's about to answer your question. Get on. Yeah.
I have
All right. Go
another
ahead.
I have another angle too. And
Okay.
so to answer his question, do I believe there are spiritual aspects to the things that we're saying? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Um this world will continue to get more evil because society doesn't erode backwards, it erodes forward. And once it's past a certain limit and you have fully indoctrinated people, they become very much susceptible and open to different tactics. It is a spiritual warfare between good and evil. It's obvious in the basic things that we talk about. We literally just listen to a woman not even be able to answer a firm question on if we should be able to abort a 2-year-old, since we're leaving this so far open. Well, I believe anybody can do whatever they want to do with their bodies. Problem is, people don't necessarily realize that some of your thoughts have very much evil intent, and it only comes from one place. I do what's called a silent prayer. If I'm having just a bad day or a hard time and I feel myself getting just unnecessarily negative, I observe my thoughts. Where are these thoughts coming from? We're not we're not inherently evil beings. We're not. I think most of us are innocent, even from a child's age. Now, mental things can fuck you up, of course, but we're not inherently evil beings. Observe the thought. There is only good and there's only evil in this world. If you're not having good thoughts, they're evil thoughts. Bad is evil. Wrong is evil. So yes, outside of politics, the Bible is very much so relevant in these times, and we are battling a spiritual warfare between good and evil. It's obvious. I'm going to pull this up and people are going to be a little offended and maybe feel like I'm targeting a specific group. I'm just showing you the mental turmoil that these people go through. You know, they're not coming out of these situations better because we decided to buy into their delusional, delusions of grandeur. I think a lot of people are suffering from schizophrenia and we just don't want to label it as such. We're giving in to evil things and you don't realize it because I'm accepting this person. Well, what is this person putting out into society? Should you be supporting it? Should we be opening the floodgates for things like this? No, we shouldn't. And I'm sure the media will choose to ignore this, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be super honest. We need to get these people help. They don't need for you to call them a she when they're not a she. Now, who knows what sort of mental things? I'm not saying I'm giving him an excuse. But when someone is presenting this in society and they think there's something else outside of what they were born as, your designated gender while you were being formed in the womb, you have to wonder, how is us accepting them in society doing them any good when they're still going out killing themselves, number one, because they account for a large portion of the suicides in America as we speak. No one talks about that. But now it's permeating into society. This is the battle of good and evil. I'm not attacking him because he was transgender. I'm saying that we should pay more attention to these people and get them help. Stop going to legislate guns. You can't do that. Help them. Period.
Yeah. And I think that's such a good point. And we need to be talking about it more. Like, yes, our gun rights are very, very important. Yes, they're going to constantly try to challenge them. But at the end of the day, they've been doing that year after year after year. And every year we fall for the discussion and the infighting over our gun rights. And we still have our gun rights, you guys. We still have our gun rights. The question is, what are we doing to help people like what Soonie just showed right there, that this kid is a transgendered child. He obviously has some issues and somebody just kept letting it go because we don't want to hurt their feelings, because we don't want to offend them, because we want to accept everybody, when this is clearly a cry for help. This is a cry for help. And this kid might be like, oh, I'm so proud to be this way. He may show like he's so proud of, but this isn't normal. And this leads to this type of stuff. And now we sit here crying and these little babies are dead because somebody didn't want to hurt this kid's feelings. That's why these kids are dead. That's worth it to you to not hurt somebody's feelings. Give me a break. It's crazy.
Facts.
Crazy.
For everyone in the chat, because I'm getting messages, ignore the trolls. Don't give it attention. If she wants to sit in here and make fight fire with fire, whatever. We're adults here. Ignore her, please. Because this is honestly, we're getting to the end of the show and we're talking about something that's actually really important and could help society going forward if we just start to recognize that we're dealing with good and evil, and people are influenced by evil thoughts that are not even their own, because you're not sitting and observing. Observe the thought before you act on it. And sometimes people just need someone to talk to, honestly. If you can just get your true feelings out there and have someone listen to you, most people are okay. They really are. But understand that in listening, you should also offer correction, because correction is love. When you love someone enough, you're going to tell them the truth. And clearly, no one told him the truth.
Yeah. Soonie and I talk about this quite a lot. Like, I think if you don't have people in your life that are willing to hurt your feelings, then you don't have friends. You don't have people that really care about you. Like, you got to have at least one person that can tell you what you don't want to hear. If you can't think right now, do I have somebody in my life that constantly tells me shit that makes me mad? And, then you got to start looking for somebody like that. You really do. And stop pushing away those people that are telling you things that you need to hear, because those people truly care about you. And I believe those are people that God puts in your life to speak what he's trying to say to you, that you don't want to hear from him. He puts those people in your life to tell you. I really do believe that. And we don't talk enough. We don't talk enough. That's what's missing, is we don't talk anymore.
We don't.
We sit behind a keyboard. We pretend to be something that we're not.
Every day of the week, bro.
Every day of the week.
Every day of the week, people sit and pretend to be something they're not. I couldn't imagine doing that. What you see is what you're going to get, bro. As Mo, I am the same online as I am in person, except for I'm a big softie when it comes to my kids and my husband. But be you. Like, just be yourself, man. It's actually, I'm glad that we did it this way, because being yourself clearly in this day and age. And just to close it out, honestly, prayers to those people. This young man is actually dead. So prayers to his family, because officers did have to take his life at the end of the day. And I hope people move forward at the end of the day when it comes to this. And I do hope people understand that they're going to be using legislation. And it only works if society, the consumers of the market, us, the citizens, if we accept it. So, Matthew, don't be in my comment section on IG asking if we should take guns away, because you give credence to their very skewed way of fixing an issue. You can't snatch guns from any and everyone. It just doesn't work that way. He did kill his grandmother, allegedly. I have to say allegedly. Allegedly, he killed his grandmother.
I mean, it'll be interesting. Like, obviously, he lived with his grandmother. It'll be interesting to hear if any of his parents come out and talk, or anybody else in his family come out and talk. I mean, I'd be interested to know what was going on with this kid, and whether he was here. Not that this has anything to do with it, but whether he was here legally, because it's weird about the Border Patrol chasing him.
Yeah. I asked a question and get blocked and talked about who blocks you. I'm not blocking anyone, because this is not my platform, which is why I've let Rhonda stay here. If Russo wanted me to block her or handle it, he would have brought it up, but I'm not going to block anyone here.
Yeah, nobody over here is blocking you. The only thing I can think of is maybe Russo has it set up on YouTube to hide comments that might have offensive language in them. So we wouldn't see them anyways. We wouldn't see it anyways. So
gotcha. How was this 18-year-old able to get inside an elementary school? Every elementary school does not have the proper security system set up. Like,
yeah. And this was a small town.
It was, and anybody can walk in. I recorded some footage about, it shows you how easily it was to walk in there. You can just open the door, but you do have to sign in at a desk. So like at my kid's school, I have to press a button and say who I am before they let me in. And even when you're in there, the doors to the school are locked. The only way you're getting in is if you go past the front desk, and this is a military base, there's always MPs around. So them doing a significant amount of damage, they would probably kill a few. But there are things set up to like eliminate that. Even when I was in school in the 90s, you had to hit a buzzer to get into a school. You couldn't just walk in.
Not all schools though had that. Like I know my
Really?
high school, you could just walk up into my high school. It was no big deal. Yeah. But like my kids' high school, it's the same. Like there's 2 doors before you even get inside. You have to be buzzed in and you have to show your ID.
Right. Can't just get in.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they have a list. Like for instance, if you're a parent that has some type of custody battle and you don't want the other parent coming to get your kid from school, they actually, like at the beginning of the year, allow you to fill out a paper that says, here are a list of people that are not allowed to pick up my child, you know? So anyways, that's crazy. 87,498 elementary schools in the US. That's wild. That's a lot.
Sad,
just elementary schools. It is pretty sad. It is sad. And you know what else? I was watching Megan McGlover's Petty Tuesday earlier, and she brought up a really good point. And she was talking about like, how are these shooters, not just this one from today, but like the young one from Buffalo and, you know, all the other young ones, right? Like, how are they able to be shooting these high-powered weapons, okay, and massively shoot people and not just aim, but actually hit a target so well? Like, is that from video games or what's going on? Because it's not.
I play video games, you know.
No, but like shooting a gun is not like it is in the movie where you just pick it up and shoot it and pow, 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 pow. You know what I mean? Like there is some complexity to shooting a weapon.
I think people underestimate or don't really understand how many people train. My husband taught our kids how to take apart an AR, put it back together, clean it, how to cock back a gun, check it. Like there are families and parents that take that extra time to teach their kids, because we are going to get to a point where if we're not here in this generation, they're going to have to be able to defend and protect themselves going forward. There are a lot of families who train on a regular. Like, I think that kid in Buffalo literally just trained. And he's probably got a ton of people in his family who train.
I mean, my kids get training too. They've had weapons in their hands and we've taken them to the gun range to shoot. But that's totally different from you bust into a school, bodies start running everywhere, and you're actually hitting and killing people. Like just the mental aspect of killing somebody for the first time. I'm not, you know, like what led up to you being able to do all that and be able to keep going? Like, I don't know. Like, are these people being radicalized by somebody? Like, I don't know. Something's.
I mean, it goes back to what you said when we were talking about the Buffalo shooter and how much of a significant role media plays in a lot of people's lives. Like media has people beefing with their family members. That's crazy. So it's probably it's a multifaceted issue. There's probably 1,000 things playing into this. And like I said earlier, it's a matter of good and evil. It's pretty much simple. Only an evil person would literally go into a school with intentions of shooting a bunch of children. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Obviously. But you know what? But watch out, people, because the media and the news is going to make it about gun rights. They're going to make it about that. They're going to make it about that.
How is an 18-year-old able to go purchase a gun? Well, they can sign up for the military. They can buy alcohol. They can buy cigarettes. Like, I know a 17, 18-year-old who literally just took out a mortgage. So what do you mean? How are they able to go purchase a gun? They're considered an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's their right. Whether they're a criminal or not, that is their natural born right to be able to arm themselves. Unless you do something against the state, you may lose those rights, but you can restore them. But I don't understand Democrats and this whole gun control thing and trying to alter the Constitution. It doesn't make any sense, man. People are people. We're never going to rid this world of evil until, I believe, Jesus returns and does that for us. But there is,
And girl, listen, I hope he's close. I hope he's close, because some of these days I'm like, Lord, when? Just end it now. Just come on down. Like, like take
man,
everybody with you.
that literally just put my heart in my stomach. Those are my
Right.
children's age ranges, between 7 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine I'm getting emotional. I could not imagine having to bury my kid, bro. And then on top of that, to have the government solely trying to go after guns instead of focusing on an issue and fixing the problem, like securing schools, like doing things that need to be done. This is probably one of the main reasons why I'm not necessarily in a rush to come back to the States.
But not just that, like, you know, we can't put it all. We talk about this all the time. You can't put all the power in the government's hands.
Yeah.
And yes, the government needs to put, better, procedures and protections at school. That part, yes, right? But we also need to do our job and do our part. We as parents, we as a society, we need to do our part. We need to stop with all this infighting about stupid ass shit. Like, I heard somebody say, oh, well, Biden's going to go visit them because this guy was Mexican and they're trying to get the Latinos back, back on their side, because they realize they've lost a lot of Latino voters to the Republicans. So now he's going to go kiss the ass of the Hispanic people in this town so that, he can get the Latino vote back. And I'm just like, really? Like, we're going to stretch it out like that? We're going to really take it that far instead of like talking about it and saying, dang, we have some serious problems here as a society. Where did this start? Where did we go wrong? How do we fix it? We don't want to talk about that. We want to, listen, I love to blame the government and I love to blame Biden all day, every day about a lot of stuff. But there comes a point when you need to look into your heart as a person and you need to ask yourself, am I doing what's right in my heart? Am I being the person that God created me to be? Am I being kind to other people? Am I seeing other people struggling and reaching out and saying, hey, are you okay? Do you need something? Are we doing that? Like, no, we're not, because we don't want to do that. We want to be on the internet and we want the internet to tell us what we should care about and what we should be outraged about and what color square we should post and whose name we should say. But we don't want to talk about the real shit, the shit that involves work from us. That's what it is.
I wasn't here, but I agree. I thought my doorbell rang. I'm like, who is here?
Oh, yeah. And you're
Nobody
right, Soonie. Like, man, imagine tomorrow when you take your kids, or today, because it's morning time for you, but when you take your kids to school, dropping them off and not realizing that's the last time you are going to see them alive. Can you imagine that? I can't even.
No, man. It just teaches you to life is short. I put a post on my Facebook. I'm just like, tomorrow is not promised to any of us. It's really not. So like I heard you saying, spend less time arguing about politics over the internet and more time actually spending it with your family, because neither of us know when we're going to die, our children are going to die. We don't know. People die every day, B. That's what I've had to tell myself, which is why you don't see me live as much on Instagram, because I'm like, man, I'm spending all this time trying to wake up people over the internet, and half of them insult me. The other half aren't smart enough to even have a conversation with me or understand what I'm talking about, when I can just be chilling with my kids. Like, I just listen to them read to me now. I sit at the table after school. What'd you do? I like to be all in their mix. Like, come here, give me a hug. Let's talk about this. Why do you feel this way? Get off the internet. Go outside and live life. Like, go to the beach, take a vacation, put this stuff down. And again, prayers to the families and the suspect's family as well. And he killed his grandmother, bro. It's a tragedy all around.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. And dang, dude. Like we had some other topics that we were going to talk about, but we just kind of felt like this was something a little bit more important to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there's the Sussman trial going on about Hillary. But
when she gets arrested, I'm gonna talk about that. But until her diabolical ass is in jail,
right.
I feel like they're blowing hot air.
Do we think, okay, drop a 1 in the chat if you think Hillary will ever get arrested, if she will ever be held accountable, especially now that people are testifying that she directly signed off on this shit. That's basically what happened. She directly signed off on this shit.
His grandmother's still holding on. Hopefully she lives. And
oh, really?
They can get actual information. I think there needs to be a human approach to stuff like this. Like, notice we didn't politicize. I didn't really spend too much time on politics. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. Very little time on politics. We already know they're going to push gun control. But I really hope that there is a very human approach to this shooting that we didn't get with Buffalo. I really hope and pray that she survives so people can understand exactly what was going on with this dude.
Yeah. But you know what the sad part is if they don't see us make it political and make it about that, they're going to do something to make it about that. You know what I mean? Like they're going to keep track because that's what they want. They want us to be fighting about gun rights and, you know, immigration and all this other stuff. That's what they want from us. When you realize what they're trying to make you do all the time,
you can see past it.
Yeah.
You can see past it. There's a nasty tweet with Ted Cruz. F Ted Cruz, bro. He's a weirdo. I don't. If you guys didn't see, go look at my IG. You'll see the Dan Crenshaw disgusting clip.
Why don't you just
These representatives are disgusting. Because I don't even have it pulled up. Let me pull it up. Dan Crenshaw is gross. I don't know who in their right mind would ever vote for this guy, but good Lord, he's just disgusting. I've never wanted to like rip off someone's eye patch so much.
Dude, what if
I feel like just sucking it off his face and letting it slap back on.
What if you did rip it off and there was a perfectly fine eyeball underneath there? I would be upset.
That would be interesting. I think that would make for a viral video. Hey, Russo, when are you letting Mo wax you?
Oh, dude.
I've been waiting for that.
Wait a minute. Post the picture that I put in our chat of Russo with the music and everything. With the music and everything. Everybody in the chat, get ready to vote. Get ready to vote. Put your fingers by the 1 and the 2. Okay. I need everybody the order to right cast their time. Vote. Okay. 1, if you want to see me wax Russo. 2, if your stomach can't handle it. Okay. And what Soonie has up right now has nothing to do with Russo, but she's gonna play this. Play it next. She's gonna play this. Okay, she's gonna play this first, and then we're all gonna take a vote on Russo. Now prepare yourself because this is gonna show exactly what I'm gonna wax. So get ready to vote.
Crenshaw. Everyone's voting. They're all dropping 1 so far.
There were a lot of subjects that.
Not yet. Oh, y'all did it too early.
Don't vote yet. Wendy, take your vote back. Retract it. Okay, go.
Touch the Great Reset, or at least the philosophy of the Great Reset.
Yeah, I just don't know much about it.
Okay,
like, and I don't care either. I think we're obsessing over it on the right a little bit. And look, I have been to the website and I saw, this is why people are saying that, because I did look into that. Okay, they say something about a Great Reset. I don't look into it any more than that. Look, it's a bunch of people. It's an organization that has no real power. I mean, it sort of indicates that there's like a secret, power cabal under it all. and it's not so secret. It's just the Democrat Party. So like, again, I just want us to like take a step back. Like, it's not a conspiracy. It is a political platform, sure. But just you know, we sound a little crazy.
We actually don't sound crazy when we talk about it because it is a published book.
Duh.
Oh, I hate
fucking
him.
idiot,
I can't
bro.
stand him.
We're just being a little
God.
crazy.
Dude, whatever.
I just don't really care. We know you don't
Part of
care
all
because
that.
you got ties to it. Exactly. He's a part of the WEF Young Leaders. Dan Crenshaw, shut up.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever. Look the other way, Crenshaw. Whatever.
He can't look the other way. He only got one eye.
That's so good. That's good.
I'm gonna get canceled for making fun of a handicapped person. Like, fuck you. I don't care.
Okay. Get ready to vote. All right, y'all. So wait, are you gonna play the music that goes with this?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Listen.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh. All right,
put the Kenny G on. Damn.
We about to get copyrighted for that. Okay. Look at this. This is Russo at the gym. Okay. Russo. I think Russo's got Greek in him or something. Because he is hairy. Okay. Listen, I could have a field day with this. I don't know how much wax this is gonna take. Just for the shoulders to the arms. But what we want, I want to do his whole body, but what we want is some ideas on how we can make this fun. Like, we want to make this a game. So my idea was that since Russo claims to like be the expert, like he's always simping for women, right? And he knows all about women, this, that, the other. So me and Soonie were gonna like maybe come up with some questions to test his knowledge on women. And then if he got it wrong, we would whoosh, wax him.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Ass.
So yeah. So drop your ideas if you have an idea, or send it to our Instagram page. You can send it there. You can DM us the idea, but drop a 1 if you want to see us wax, or you want to see me wax Russo. Russo lives here in Texas, so I can go with my wax machine to wherever Russo is, and we can make this a live event. Okay. So drop a 1. Y'all have been dropping ones and you didn't even see the picture. Recast your vote. Recast your vote. I only saw one person that doesn't want to see it. Madam B. She said, I can't handle it. I don't want to do it. What are we seeing on
I can't
Facebook?
handle it. We're seeing a bunch of 1s on Facebook.
Okay.
Ooh, she said a bikini wax. Dang, she trying to take you out.
See, she wants me to do the taint. That's what she wants.
I will not be there for that live.
Listen, I will not go, Diane. Diane, you nasty girl. You nasty. Listen, I will not go below the waist. Okay, not on the first date. Not on the first date. Okay. If Russo wants me to go below the waist, of course his girlfriend's gonna have to approve this, but I'm gonna need like drinks, dinner, something else. Okay, maybe loan me the Tesla for a day. You need to go find me for the wax. loan me the Tesla for the day, and then I might go below the waist.
Damn,
dude,
Kelly is like, Aaron, Russo out. She said you haven't seen his back. Ew.
Ooh.
Russo.
See,
that
even
is
his
not
girl is for
okay. She said yes, and she said you have my permission, so it's settled.
Oh, damn. Kelly, send me a picture of the back. Dang, dude. That's crazy. What? She said you have my permission. Dude, maybe Kelly should be involved in the wax with me. Like, maybe she should do it with me. Maybe I do above the waist and Kelly can do below the waist. That would be really awesome. Dang, dude. That's going to be a hit. Everybody wants to see it, Russo. So we got to get it on the books. We got to and I got to save up my coins to get Costco size wax. I gotta go get like a tub of Costco of wax.
That's gonna be
funny.
funny. Let me know
Oh,
when you guys
Madam
do
B
it,
changed
and
her
I
vote.
will tune in for like 2 seconds. I don't
Yeah.
enjoy seeing people get waxed.
Dude, it's so much fun though to do it. It's so like satisfying.
It's satisfying.
Yeah. Mo got her thinking hat on.
Hit up Lizzo for the Yeti size wax.
That Yeti wax. That Yeti
Yo,
wax.
she's sending it to you now. I before we end the show, I want to see Russo's back, bro. Russo, are you one of those old white men that's got hair poking out of the back of their shirts, bro?
Wait, send it in the BTC chat.
Russo, give us the picture. Let's go.
Dude, Russo's over there posing for a picture. I cannot wait to see this. I wonder, like, that's crazy. Do you know what, like, nationality, like, his family, like, or what ethnicity?
I think he said he's an Italian Jew.
Oh, he sent the photo through BTC. Italian Jew?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Awkward. Casey said awkward in the chat. Jewish Italian. Okay.
Ew. This is
You
ew.
Pull it up.
Oh
Pull
my
it up.
goodness. Oh my
We
goodness.
gotta see it. We gotta see it. I'm already
Yes.
like salivating. I'm already salivating because I want to wax.
No,
I'm
I don't think you're gonna be salivating.
no, like you know, like when you just like see something you really want to eat and your mouth just starts to like water.
Dun.
Oh.
Ew! Look at all that hair.
Hold up.
Russo. Bruh.
That's not as bad as the front though.
Look at his shoulders.
Look at the top of the shoulder. He got a little fuzz up there.
Ew.
Dang. But it's weird. He doesn't have any hair in the middle of his back. He just has it like on his what are these muscles called?
I don't know. Shoulder muscles.
His back muscles. he flexes back. Flexes his back as I took it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Kelly. I'm gonna clean him up real good, girl. Then you can get your baby oil and squirt it all over him and rub it down. Dude, baby oil, listen, baby oil on white people.
I have never looked at baby oil the same since you sent me that disgusting ass video. I don't even buy it no more, bro. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, Mr. Pure Relief. Y'all, go on Instagram and look up Mr. Pure Relief. Mr. Pure Relief. Y'all are gonna die. You want to talk about somebody who caters to big girls? That's the only dude that's like smart about it though. Like he has probably made a killing giving massages, very sensual massages, y'all. I'm warning you right now, very sensual massages to big women.
Blech.
But let me just tell you something. Baby oil on white people, it ain't the same. Dude, dude, my friend just said Russo's back looks like raw chicken.
Chicken cutlets.
Chicken cutlets. Damn.
Can I send a front shot? Are we gonna throw up?
Yeah, send
if
a
I
front.
rage
Let me
quit,
see.
You're closing the show by yourself.
Russo, send a front shot. Yes,
farts.
Kelly, send a front shot. Baby oil farts, dude. Send a front shot without a tank top. Dude, Diane is nasty. She a freak. Diane we might have to invite her on the show.
I had laser hair removal when I was 23 and shave on occasion. He said no, but I'll do it anyway.
He's gonna flex. Watch, he's gonna flex. This is amazing.
Ew. I'm good. Y'all can look at Russo's front parts, but I'm not looking at Russo's front parts. All right. I'm just not doing it. Can't do it.
Are you gonna put it up there?
She didn't send it to me. I don't see anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming he put his foot down and said no.
Dude, roll them in flour and aim for the wet spot. What
Who
the
sent
hell?
this nasty ass picture, bro? Casey, what's wrong with you?
Casey, you got hair too. Oh, but you're in Utah. I ain't going to Utah.
Oh my god!
Or I gotta see. I saw it just came through. Let me see.
Oh my god! That is nasty, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not looking at that. Ew.
Okay, well, share screen. I want to see it. Everybody's waiting.
Ugh.
Soonie, you're killing us. Holy shit! That straight up looks. Hold up. Wait a minute. Russo! What? What? Oh. Like, dude, I just got like a lump in my throat. Wait. Soonie, where you go? Don't leave me alone with this chest.
Hell no. I'm gonna be right here. You can hear me. I'm not looking at that. That looks like some fucking hamburger cheese, hamburger meat.
Dude, I think I need counseling. Kelly, what the hell?
Ew.
Girl.
All right. Are you done looking at it?
Dude, my stomach is kind of upset though. Like thinking about it, like I gotta wax that. I don't know, man. Like I'm sweating. Like this could really put my wax skills to the test.
I was gonna have a nice lunch. I was gonna have my salmon sushi ball, but I don't even want it now. I don't even want it now. You literally like this has got to go. I have to delete this in the chat. I can't be looking at this shit.
No. Leave it up there. I need to go back and reference it.
I'm removing it from myself. You see what it says? Remove for you. Yes, remove. Thank you. It's gone.
Man. Oh. I'm like, I seriously, my throat got instantly dry. You know, like when a cat has a hairball and they're just like, ugh, like I literally felt like the hair was coating the inside of my throat. You signed up for this, Mo. It's all right, Wendy. I may be making a big deal right now, but I don't back down from a challenge.
That's not even. That is not. Bruh. Russo.
That shit's gonna hurt.
Now you know better. What's wrong with you?
We may have to go out to the barn and get a leather strap from the horses.
How you gonna have all that hair? You need nah. Hell
They
no.
said I definitely need more than dinner and drinks. Dang. Wow.
Look, Mo's gonna come help you, Kelly, because I'm opting out. I quit.
Dang.
I don't even want to watch that shit. It's like it's gonna be like 40-Year-Old Virgin. You remember that the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin where they waxed his nipples?
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be like with Russo.
Dude, you remember the movie what is it? Don't Mess with the Zohan. Did you ever see that movie with Adam Sandler? Yes. Don't Mess with the Zohan. When he was like talking about his pubes and he was like, it's like cushion, you know, like the bigger the better. Do you think Russo's pubes look like that? Kelly, chime in. She's about to rage quit. Right? Hey, everybody pitch in so we can buy Kelly and Russo some Drano, because you know damn well that they got some plumbing problems for sure. Because Kelly has a Yeti showering every day in her house. Dude, we've given Lizzo so much free publicity. Why you leave me, Soonie? I got no control over this chat. I have no control over this video. You don't want to leave me here alone because I'm gonna go wild and it's gonna be a problem for everybody. This channel is gonna get shut down if you leave me here by myself. I need you to come back. Come back. Oh my gosh.
You mentioned pubes and I just couldn't take it anymore.
I went too far. I took it too far.
Thank you, Diane. I don't think about my brother's pubes. No.
Oh wait, is Diane related to Russo? Oh,
No,
Russo's like a brother.
She was relating my pain to what you just subjected me to.
Yeah.
Hell
Well,
no.
I'm
Guys,
just
if you
curious.
want Russo to get waxed, please make sure you send a ton of requests. Okay. Hit up the
Yes.
Be the Change page. Show that this is going to be like probably the most popular and viral show that we do, where Russo's getting waxed for every answer he gets wrong about women.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's only fair.
I think y'all can like what up, Liddell? I think y'all can probably like super chat us, and the more you super chat us, the further I'll go with the wax. I'm willing to take it there. So we could do this. We could do this a few ways. You know what I mean?
I like that. You see how Casey did that there? He said, if you want Russo to get waxed, support us with Patriot Supply. Go buy your Patriot Supply prepared kits.
That's right.
preparedwithbtc.com. See, I didn't do it like an extra black person. Because I'm like, look, if y'all want some snacks before we get locked in concentration camps, go ahead and go here. That's all I would have said.
Soonie said before the show started, Soonie and I asked Russo, I said, do we need to do the sponsorship stuff that we do at the beginning? And he was like, yeah, if you guys want to. And Soonie said, you do it. I'm too black.
Too black.
Soonie said,
I'm too black.
You might be a hit.
Well,
you might be a hit.
This was a Soonie and Mo edition. I think this was really fun.
Did you guys like this? Do you want a Soonie and Mo edition again? If you do, drop a one in the chat.
Well, Rhonda sure doesn't, but I think everyone else does. I think we had that. We didn't lose any viewers in like the first hour. It was completely consistent.
It was pretty cool. And we talked about interesting shit. We didn't talk about COVID.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, we need to bring Liddell on the show.
We got you, Liddell.
We need to bring Liddell on the show to talk about relationships. He's so good about that.
You know what? We should do a relationship edition. That would be really fun. I think that would be really fun.
I really
do too.
Kelly,
you're gonna come on. Kelly, you're gonna come on with all people. You're gonna come up here with me.
Yeah.
What if I am body shaming and judging? I would love to see Kelly get up here. I swear I would. That would be funny as hell.
Okay, everybody wants to see us back.
That would be an interesting show. That would probably be one of the highest. We need to have Kelly. Do you have feminist friends? If you do, you have
get them with you.
Invite one of your feminist friends to come on here, and it could be me and Mo versus y'all two. That would be really fun. Except for people can't rage quit though, unless you're doing it in a fun way. If you're gonna rage quit and it's funny, do that.
This has to be a fun debate. We can't have any feelings hurt.
Yeah, it's got to be fun.
Yeah. I like it. We definitely need to do this again. It was pretty fun.
It was fun. we got to shake it up. Add some different I don't think she's a feminist, but I'm sure she has feminist friends. I have feminist friends. They just don't talk to me about a lot of shit.
Yeah. I don't think I have.
Every woman has you got a feminist friend. She probably just on the low.
No, because
she ain't got no feminist friends. Darn it.
But I'm not friends with a lot of women. That's the thing. I have like I'm going to Colorado the day after tomorrow, and none of those girls are feminists. My most feminist friend is my boyfriend. Wow.
She's so kidding.
I don't know if she is.
I know. I think Russo is kind of feminist. I don't
know. Dang. Russo got
we got a bunch of ideas.
Dude, Russo got red to filth in this live. For real. He's like, I'm never leaving these two with the mic again. Ever. It's never gonna happen again. Well, it's funny.
Oh gosh.
Well, should we close it out? Should we close it out? Yeah, thank you guys. Hey, I'm on Truth Social now, guys. Soonie probably is like, oh God, Truth Social.
Boo.
Listen, I went through all the waiting period of getting on Truth Social. They notified me that I had my account available. So follow me on Truth Social at Let's Talk Darling, and on Instagram, of course, and on YouTube. Follow me in all those places. You guys, I'm trying to get my YouTube started back up. I had to go through like a period. My friend like told me about myself, and it made me step back for a second to like reassess. So I think I'm almost ready to come back.
Almost, or you are?
Yeah. No, almost. I just want to like really make sure that I am coming back with honesty and just be me, because like he read me and he was like, you're not being the Mo I
You.
know. Yeah, see? And that's what a good friend does. He's like, you're not being you, and I can see that. And nobody else is going to tell you this because nobody else knows you like I know you, but yeah. And dude, that hit me. That mess, it really did. P, if you're listening, that really messed me up. Like it messed me up hard, and that's why I haven't filmed a YouTube video in so long, because I was like, dang, I let myself down. Yeah.
I went through the same thing. I think we both kind of went through it at the same time. I did too.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not me. I'm not the person to like become what I despise. I'm not going to be completely ignorant and act like the right doesn't do anything. But you know what? I have gained far more viewers than I did coming out as a right-wing show. Just doing me now and not being afraid to do it and being unapologetic about it. I think that's what people like the most, that I'm like, I'm not sorry. And if it bothers you, I'm so sorry it bothers you. But honestly, the only people who care about your feelings are your spouses and your children. I'm not here to tiptoe around your feelings. I'm not obligated to do none of it. If you don't like it, then just probably shouldn't show up that day. I don't know. Or deal with it. So I'm excited for you to come back.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, you know, Soonie, like I even dropped off from lives. I dropped off from Instagram for a while. Like I wasn't joining lives. I was doing these lives. For me, it was the complete opposite. Like I had a lot of viewers, a lot of people watching my stuff when I was being like kind of, I don't want to say mean, but like I was being kind of like harsh. And people like that, you know, when you're on a live and you're like going off on somebody, your viewers go up and up and up and up because they love to see that. But that is not me. I'm not a mean person. I'm not a person that doesn't get along with everybody, because I really do. I get along with everybody. That's just not me. So I had to kind of like step back, and I had to be like, okay, how do I get back to saying the same things I was saying? Because I do believe in everything I was saying, but saying it like me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Delivery. Guys, this is my middle school friend, Joe Leto. We went to middle school together. He played basketball. I played ball. It's so funny. A lot of people that I grew up with often come back to my lives and they're like, holy shit, this is what you're doing now? And I'm like, yeah. So shout out to Joe. Thanks for tuning in. You came late, but go back and watch this because you're going to like it. Joe has actually been sending me a ton of stuff on Elon Musk. And once I get to where I want to be, you know, as far as being factually truthful, I'm going to go on live and like lose my shit. It's going to be fun.
You got some tea on Elon from Joe?
Yeah. You know, of course, a lot of it is speculation, which is why I've been very meticulous about reading and figuring out where the information is coming from. But I think most people know Joe Biden's got a ton of bots. And I think Elon Musk might be like, holy shit, I don't know if I can do this. But we're going to save it for another show.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That'll probably be my first Matter show back because I restructured everything. I needed a team because it is hard to do all this research by yourself. I had to put a team together of people who actually do research. And we're going to have a fun show. It's going to be really fun.
I saw that you were like posting that did you get some people? You got some people to work with you?
Yeah. Awesome people too. Caleb's one of them. Caleb is thorough with research, bro. I fuck heavy with people who actually go to the source and read it and will bring it back and be like, yo, we got this for you. Because that's honestly what makes the show. When you're a one-person show, it is so difficult to put together and structure a show because you're doing it all by yourself.
Yeah,
So
it really
hard.
is, because there's so much stuff to read. So much.
Yes. No, you're banned. I don't want no Elon Musk fans. You are banned because you're biased. No, sir, Casey.
I like Elon. I do. Like
That's why you're banned too. None of y'all gonna be on this. You're not invited. I rescind my invite.
After Soonie just got done telling me, I respect that. I can't wait for you to come back and be you. She just shamed me.
No, I didn't. Just on this subject. No. If you do a video on your YouTube, I will react to your video. We'll do it that way.
Gosh, Soonie's gonna do reactions to my videos. Jeez.
I did it to Russo. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone else to say something that I disagree with so that I can have a reaction and a rebuttal back. I think it's entertaining.
It is. It is. And you know, I love when we disagree. I do love that.
I'd love to watch Semi Info. Yeah, I'll put it all out on Facebook and stuff. But thank you guys for chilling with us. This was the ladies edition. I think it was fun. We didn't have Kevin here to like interrupt us with his long-winded pontifications on the topics that we're discussing. It's pretty great.
He tried to come in.
Yeah, he said he would tuck his wiener, which was really weird.
Yikes. All right, guys. Well, we love you. Thanks for joining. Come back next week. We have our 100th episode. I think I should wax Russo for that, but hey, let us know.
I know. Guys, vote on it. Send a request in the inbox.
Bye, guys.